All right, we're live. About to get started here. I went for a buy earlier this morning, not that long ago. It was a good it was a good confirmation, and then market went down. And I'm gonna be waiting for the next setup, basically. Let the market. It's afternoon. I had this zone mapped out, and yeah, I was waiting for there was a good pullback this morning. A little bit of a rejection here. So I went for the buys after that candle. And it did shoot up. It shot up a bit. It gave a good entry, but that was it. That was really it. There was a good confirmation there. I mean, some people like, if you look at the last 3 trades I've sent, guys, they've all had execution there. Like, it's like the first trade I sent, same thing. Time in terms of timing, confirmation, entry. Going into the terms of timing, like, the reason I'm taking these trades, there's all confirmations there that I'm waiting for, or that I'm watching. Like the first trade I sent this week, waited patiently, confirmation, pullback, rejection. You know, like, if you look at all the 3 trades I sent this week, it's just been me waiting for an entry confirmation. The confirmations have been there every single time, because the market, if you look at the timing, like the timing of the trades I've sent, the timing has been there in terms of the confirmation. So there's more to learn. Like, if you're learning, if you guys are trying to learn how to execute, I'm showing you that with these trades. Even if you actually really look at them, like the first trade I sent, timing, execution, price, strategy, worked. Second trade I sent, timing, execution, confirmation, strategy, price, it worked, right? Like, the entries, right? Like, I'm talking about the entries, right? Like the timing, the entry, the strategy, the confirmation, right? Like executing. Some of you guys are looking at these trades the wrong way. Like, these are good trades. Like, I've been in signals groups, guys. I've seen shitty signal groups, all right? I've seen signals group. Remember, I used to work for a company that used to send signals for like years. I've seen bad traders send bad signals. Trade number 1, for example, or again, like, where is it? Trade number 1 from this week, wherever it is. Timing, confirmation, price, strategy, execution. It was there, right? I even took a re-entry, actually. I even ended up adding onto it. But that first trade I sent, like, in terms of waiting, patience, everything I teach you guys, patience, waiting, rejection, price, strategy, right? It worked. Like, it played out, and that was a huge. That ended up being like, that could have led to a huge trade, but this one hit all our take profits. And if you look at every trade so far this week, I'm showing you guys strategy, confirmation. Like, they're all behind everything I teach you guys in terms of the timing. Like, trade number 1, again, price, rejection candlesticks. I have some screenshots. Where's that one screenshot I have from it? Of the 30 minute. Where's the 30 minute? Where's the 30 minute candle? No, that's the 1 hour. Where's the 30 minute? I didn't post one of the 30 minute. I have it on my phone. But yeah, first trade, in terms of like timing, patience. Like, second trade, same thing, was like timing, strategy, price, rejection, That trade went like 300, almost 400 pips in profit. Like that trade I sent that was the second trade I sent right there. This is the second trade that I sent this week. Timing, strategy, price, confirmation, rejection, right? Entries are there, right? The timing there. This thing moved like 300 pips. So like there's like everything I teach you guys, if you're watching these setups, like again, timing, price, the timing, the rejection candlestick, the pullback, the timing, the price, whole numbers, especially the second trade, whole number. You can see 5,300. Strong rejection around there. Good trade, good execution. Right? You know these types of moves are going to come, right? Where you can get entries, execution. To me, I'm about trying to get at least decent entries where I see a confirmation, right? Where I at least see a confirmation. This morning's trade. Where did you guys buy today? Did anyone buy gold this morning? Because to me, there was only one time to really buy it this morning. This was today's trade. Again, everything I teach you guys. Timing, confirmation, strategy, price, execution, right? There's like every single trade, whether it pushed into profit, hit a stop loss, then went into profit. Most of my trades don't just go to stop loss. They usually go in profit first. They'll go to like TP1, TP2 before they do. TP1 on this trade was 150 pips. It almost hit TP2 for 200 pips. So it's like, there's pips here. There's execution, right? Like, that was today's trade. At one point was up, right? At one point was up, good amount of pips, was pushing. And then it came right back. That's trading. But the execution's there. Like, if you're looking at the last trade, like, the last trade I sent hit TP2, almost hit TP3. This is the last trade I sent before today's trade. And yeah, like today's trade, if we're looking at like a lot of you guys are buying up here, probably. Like I was waiting to see this morning. I was like, okay, like there was an easy sell that missed around 5,200, 5,195 area. Missed that, so it was like, all right, that not gonna chase the buys too early. Once I saw that 5,200 rejection, it was like, this thing's probably gonna go down more, but set up into a buy. It did at the right time. Nice rejection here. Again, same thing, about similar concept, like 5,150, but market was underneath and then started to make some rejection. Then I sent the trade out. Market pushed straight up. Like this candle pushed, and then obviously it came right back down. So yeah, like if you're looking at a buy this morning, there's really only one opportunity to buy this morning, really. Like if there was a buy setup this morning, that was kind of the only place where it was gonna be. And I went for it. Confirmations were there. Setup was there. Market did push into profit, almost hit take profit too, and like you can see my entries there, like they're not bad entries. These are good types of entries to get. I mean, you don't have to hit when we're like take profit twos are usually like 200 pips. Like it almost hit take profit two. Like still collectively calling out like hundreds and hundreds of pips. And like these types of entries, whether you're trading on your own or like there's three if you look at the week so far, I've put us in three very profitable scenarios. It's just like one of them, today's wasn't the best, I guess. It went to almost 200 pips in profit, right? We were like, if you look, I'm showing you my entries right here that I exactly called out, the exact zone I called out: 5140, 5145. Added some entries in there, and that was it. That was the move the market gave us. Almost 200 pip move, 150 pips to 200 pip move, almost there. But if you're looking at buys this morning, right, that was the only time really to buy. Like, I was looking at the chart. Even you guys are, some of you guys are even messaging me, like asking me, should we buy? Like, should I buy now? And I'm like, and tagging me, are we buying at like 9:30 this morning or like 8:30? I forget. And I was just like, I don't know yet. Like, and I was just like, I'm gonna chill. I'm just gonna chill until I see like a good rejection candle. Like, really, the first sign for me was like in here, this candle, this green candle. I saw this candle and I was like, all right, I think we're gonna get some buys here, some rejection. And that was really it. That was the only place I saw worth attempting buys this morning. Played out for a bit. Market turned around. Like, most signals I'm sending are going into profitable, like, profitable scenarios. This trade was up almost 300 pips. Today's trade was up like 200 pips. And then obviously the best trade was the first one from this week, which went up, which hit all take profits. But for every trade, same thing, like the right timing, like if you look at this morning, there's probably a lot of people buying gold up here, here, anywhere, right? Wherever. So in terms of timing, right, I was waiting till I at least spotted a confirmation to jump in. How was this candle? This candle didn't look bad. Even on the 30-minute, it started rejecting. And then it stalled around, and it's like, okay. Went down. And that was it. When it went down, and it came back, and then it went down, and the second time it went down, I closed. So it's like, you're going to win trades, you're going to lose trades. Execution could be there. Like, most trades I take personally, I go into scenarios like this a lot where I'm in a profitable trade. Like today I was in a profitable trade. Should have closed it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Break even. It's like, you're going to deal with situations like this in trading. I'm showing you guys the thing I teach you guys. Like, if we break down the chart from this week, like, again, I teach you guys every single day. So there should be trades you can find on your own too. Like, all 3 trades I sent this week went into profit, right? There still should be setups that you found from this week with our strategy, right? The strategy that I teach every single week. If you break down the chart, there's still setups, right? That other setups that happen, right? Other setups that I'm not going to always be there for. So there's still things to learn. There's still other market conditions, right? But yeah, that was for gold buys. Like, for me this morning, I only saw it there in that area. I was like, okay, let's see, this candle's flipping. Maybe we can get a reversal here, or like rejection up to. I thought we were gonna get more of a move like this, push up. So like every trade, whether like even like a couple weeks ago in February, like all the trades that I was sending that I would hold longer or would like go to stop loss but then make the move, I explained in detail like every single trade and experience, right? Today's just another experience. Even like few weeks ago when I was looking for buys every day in New York session, everyone was calling me crazy that week. As I was looking for buys every New York session on gold, and then you go look at gold And it actually made a buy every New York session. I was looking for buys every New York session last week. Right? And that seemed crazy at the time. I even sent a buy literally right here, and I said, you know what, close it, because I didn't want what happened the previous days to happen. And it's just like, that's where you just gotta trust strategy. Like, if strategy's there, take it. Like, I've shown you guys 3 times this week where strategy has worked in a session, right? Where same strategy, same approach, same concept, rejection, timing, whole numbers have worked. Even last week, I sent a trade right here. And I said, you know what? Because it wasn't moving for a couple hours, I said, you know what? Close it. I don't know what's going to happen in New York session. And New York session went up. So it was like, if you have a setup, it's like that situation where it's like you could run into some sticky situations. Like the other week, I was looking for buys every New York session, and they weren't perfect trades. But then the last day, I'm like, you know what, guys, let's close it. Let's not look for the buy. Let's just chill. And what do you know? It would have been a perfect buy. So it's like, yeah, you'll run into sticky situations or confirmations that maybe don't stick, but at the end of the day, just like strategy's still gonna be there. There's gonna be another setup, and like that'll come probably tomorrow. Crypto's moving. At least whenever I lose a trade on gold, crypto's always pumping. Broke out of this March. Last March was an interesting month. March and April. I wonder. Last April went up a lot. This week, big candle. Big candle starting out with March here. While gold's going down, silver going down a bit, metals crashing, oil 74. Maybe we're gonna come like to here one more time for gold. Well, we almost did. Maybe like that high one more time on the weekly. I try to come like to that high again. It like barely touched it. 5,000. Crazy how gold came to $5,000. Once like for a big swing trade, for like a big swing long, you need like the daily to close bullish. Like once the daily closes bullish, it'll probably come back, and then we would need like see here, daily bullish close, and then it retested. Might come back to like that weekly point. That's an interesting reference point there for gold, like on the weekly. It's like 5,000. It's just below 5,000, around $5,000. That's where like everything got triggered there. Crypto pumping with the war going on. Crypto pumping. Crypto can't, like, if you look at when was it, February 2022, February here, where's February 2022? It would have been February 22nd, February 24th, 2022. So this February 22nd, February 24th, in in 2022. Man, like gold, I'm not in like gold. I closed it like I took an L. Like I didn't get out. I got the right. I should have closed when I was in. Coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I took an L, right? Happens. That's where I saw the buys today. Pulled back for a couple hours and that was it. Now it's just like looking like we're gonna go to 5100. Looking like we're gonna come down to like 5100 area. But to me, like still like waiting for like, I mean like significant rejection. Rejection can be seen a lot of times on the hourly, the 30-minute. I mean every time you could see rejection on every time frame. And obviously if you're looking at on the 15-minute, that could be like the earliest sign of rejection. But like a good signal of rejection, confirmation could come on the hourly, 30-minute. And even when something's dropping or something's rising, that's always like something you can wait for. Some sign of rejection first. You might be good at like wicks, like certain types of wicks. You might get good at seeing those as rejection, or candles. Like 30 minutes really good. 1 hour is really good. Once you start to go to the 15-minute, not saying the 15 minutes bad. 15 minutes really, really good. But you get a bit more choppy at times. You could get really good signals on the 15-minute, but they could be early. It might just be like, they might just lead to like a move, like a good move, like a good scalping move, kind of like what the market did today. Like it moved. I saw this on the hourly and 30-minute. Wasn't really looking at the 15, was looking more at the hourly and the 30-minute chart for this. When you start to go like a 15-minute, you're gonna see like more types of rejection. 30 minutes great. Hourly is a great time frame. Like whether the market's pumping or dumping, right? Like if the market's just kind of free falling, red candlesticks, you don't have to catch a falling knife. It's where like a 30-minute could come in. Like this is what I like to watch. 30-minute chart, 1 hour. If I see something that looks like it could be setting up, like it's a pullback or price is really pumping to an area, depending on how it's like falling or how it's like rising, how the structure even looks, maybe it's hitting maybe it's even hitting like a zone. Like here you can see a low, and there you have like this high here where you make rejection on the 30-minute. So it's like that would have been a really good signal to go short, right? And then market reversed. Like maybe you would have been targeting this low. Stop loss maybe like above the high, stop loss here. That would have been a really good signal to go short. That's a rejection candlestick there, right? So I mean, I find gold on the 1 hour, the 30-minute. There's my VPN. Let me see. I think I have like a screen. I should have a screenshot showing this. Like kind of live in action. Yeah. So I have like a screenshot I took for a video I was recording for Inner Circle 2.0. And for example, like I teach you guys this stuff all the time. Like if you really look, like there's a lot in these lessons, like the trades I'm sending you guys to. I took these screenshots live in action as I was taking a trade, using a concept that I teach. Rejection candle. Right here. This is a 30-minute, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 30-minute. So when I say rejection, could be a candle like this coming in. I mean, every candle's, there's many candlesticks. Like if I'm looking at a 30-minute chart, I'm going to see a lot more candlesticks than if I'm just looking at a 4-hour, right? So, I mean, you can really train your eyes when you look at a 30-minute. You'll see a lot of types of rejection candles, or the 1-hour. Not that you even have to catch all the moves, but your eyes get really trained. .30-minute. You look at the 30-minute time because it's a very frequent movement, right? Your eyes could get really trained on that type of time frame. This is a bullish example. I'm showing a bearish example here, but this is a bullish example where I was entering. This is where I'm entering. I'm entering the market, right? That ended up leading to this trade right here. So this is the same entry that looked like this. That's that same first candlestick right there in the middle. This was shortly after. And that led to this movement. Or was it this here? So again, execution. See, like my execution's key because like you could go hundreds of pips in profit, right? And you're always gonna have another setup, another day, another session, another execution potentially to go in profit. I'm just going to put 1 TP on my trades now. That's it. I'm just going to put 1 take profit on my trades, and they're all going to get hit. I'm going to put 150 pip take profit. I'm going to put 1 TP, and then the trades will be done. It's kind of that could be it. Like obviously I put bigger targets to try to aim for bigger moves, right? If I put one take profit, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll put 1 take profit, so TP1 gets hit. It's done. So yeah, rejection candles, they can come in different shapes, different sizes, time frames, right? You got to get used to analyzing them on different time frames, training your eyes really to spot them, see them. They could be in alignment with technical analysis, something like this. Where you have this low, market traded lower, and you can see this is, again, a rejection candlestick. Like it's a different shape, it's a different size than the one I was just showing you, and it's a bearish one, showing you a different example. But like if you look up here at 5,200, there's a rejection candlestick right there at 52. And you're trading in this little area here of like some supply. There's those green candles. And actually right before that, look, you have like a manipulation candle. So you, like the same thing, if you're ever trying to buy and you get that crazy candle that comes out and it goes to the zone, that's there you go right there. And then the next candle ends up rejecting at 5,200. They look the same pretty, you know, yeah. So this here is like catching like a bottom, like catching a low, catching a potential low, a reaction. Think about how many lows get made in the week. What are the odds that every trade you take, it's going to be that definite low that just sticks? I mean, more trades you take, higher odds in a way to catching like, you know, bigger swings. But like, I think like patience too, like just having good moves. Like this was a pretty decent pullback the market was making after some time. And then like this is like that, you know, accumulate that first, like usually you get that first maybe sign of rejection that gets manipulated. See that green candle there? Next candle just dumps. So that's like a sign of like manipulation. Same thing here. See this red candle? Next candle just pumps. Rejects, goes down. Actually, you have like manipulation here with this green candle or liquidity grab, right? Like a big like a grab in liquidity there. Big push up, but then it reverses immediately. Big push down, reverses immediately. These are kind of things to let happen in the market too. Like this is a pretty intense candle that goes down. And then this keeps going down more. But then it like slingshots back. I like to see this kind of stuff. If I'm on the charts, you could spot that. Like, so different sessions, like you got Tokyo session, London session, New York session does it a lot. Like New York session tends to this kind of stuff. London and New York the most. So yeah, on the topic of rejection, like up here, this would technically be like a rejection candlestick. Like all any candle like kind of going the opposing way is like a rejection candle. All right, like this is a rejection. Like right here, you have technically right here you have rejection. So what like might have not looked bad for shorts there, but you get manipulation, like the whole distribution. This thing pumped up. So it's like if you went short there, wouldn't have been a bad place to maybe be going short. It's not like, look where the market went and then it tanked, right? That usually happens to most like good traders, decent traders that are good at like positioning themselves. Usually you might take a short in a spot before the market actually makes the move. Could be like buying here. Anyone who, imagine buying here and then boom, this happens. And then, oh my gosh, it goes right back up. It'd be like shorting here. Market pumps. Oh my gosh, it goes right back down. So yeah, this would be, again, like a good area to be like, okay, potentially short based on what I was just going over with rejection. I just showed you an example of a trade I took, right? About the concept, a buy. This will be a sell. It's like understanding this, you can always get like good executions. But look, like maybe if you were trying to swing trade this down to the low, it wouldn't have worked out, right? The market ended up, you know, just going up, consolidating, pushing up more. Not that that wouldn't have been a bad entry, but there you go. So like different confirmations are going to come at different spots. Like if you look at like these two candlesticks right here. So number one, and look at this one. They're almost identical. Like one's like, this is like a hammer. Lower low also. You got like a lower low here. These would be two rejection candlesticks. And again, they're different candles that come in at different prices, different times. like knowing like if like me, I'm good at getting in these candles, catching that move, and for me, it's either that move's gonna keep going or it ends up coming back to entry, right? And then maybe it goes to stop loss. So I'm good at getting like these executions. That's usually that's why I teach you guys a lot of times about these things. Like if you're trying to time your trades, better timing, better timing of like, okay, it's gonna make the move. Should make candlesticks, candlestick behavior, candlestick language. I took some L's on gold, but at least my crypto portfolio, it's like there's always a balance. I took some L's on gold this week, but I swear this always happens to me. But yeah, back to Bitcoin. Ukraine, Russia. Bitcoin's pumping right now. I'm up right now on the day. Oh man, where's that charger? Yeah, Bitcoin's pumping. Are we back? Who knows? It's all fun and dandy until it dumps back down. I mean, positioning. I've been positioned. I've been positioned in crypto for a while. So, oh, wrong charger. February 2022. February 2022. Ukraine-Russia war started. I think it was between the 22nd and 24th, and then crypto pumped. Crypto pumps on wars actually. So I'll just show you here. Ukraine, Russia. I was here. Bitcoin pumped up like 30% almost. I mean, where have we been? It was on the 24th, 22nd and 24th, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, Bitcoin pumped like 30%. I mean, like, I think it was in here like 29, 28%. And then it went into its final stage. So it's like right now, if we look at June, what was June? June. Yeah, here it is. June 20th. Was it June 22nd? It was June 20th or June 22nd. Between then. Ukraine, Russia, Ukraine. And then in June 2025, it would have been like June 20th, June 22nd in here. On Bitcoin dumped. It dumped first. Did it dump first? Here too? Was there like a dump first? It was like a dump first. In June of 2025, I remember crypto was dumping first. Like, I remember it clearly. Like, I remember crypto dropping. And then it rallying up. So in June of 2025, let's just put it like here. Up. first US, Iran, Israel. Probably spelled that wrong, I think. So with war, like Bitcoin pumped to all-time highs, right? That was its final stage. That was the final. That led to the final stage. And then the Ukraine-Russia, it pumped, and then it went into the final bear stage. So it's interesting, war, Bitcoin with war, because right now we just had, or we're in right now. We're in. We are in. We are in. Freaking USA, Iran round 2. They started their first. That's what they did. They did the first attack in June. Now, second one, days ago. And look, Bitcoin started off a little like spoofy. Right? If anyone remembers, I think Bitcoin was like crashing. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, I had it blocked. I couldn't see it. Yeah, that's why. The wick. Now we're gonna pump. First U.S. Iran. So interesting. Does Bitcoin like and dislike? Like, it's interesting. I would love to buy. See that, like, that's what people might start saying. That's interesting. Someone in the chat said, not gonna lie, would love to buy at 40K. Wouldn't everyone, right? I mean, that's what kind of maybe everyone's expectations were getting to. And look at crypto's pumping and everyone's distracted by a war. You know? What do you know? We got a war going on. Jim Carrey. Everyone's distracted by Jim Carrey. Everyone's distracted by Jim Carrey. No, we got Epstein files. We'll have a war going. Like, look at that. Like, and now crypto pumps. Maybe Bitcoin likes war though. If you look at again June. If you don't know, I think most of you guys know. If you've been on the charts, trader, maybe if you're keeping up with things, I think most of you guys know what happened in June. So yeah, maybe we're seeing that war, like literally. If we look at, I'm just looking at pattern here. Maybe we're seeing that war pump. 29%. Went up 29% there. First US Israel went up how much? 25. Oh wow, it hit 27% at the most. So let's say we get like a 20. Where would that take us? 29%. That would take us like to 80s. Back to like structure too. That's like back to like the structure. We might be going in that type of like recovery or pump, relief, some recovery. Maybe. If we look at patterns, looking at two patterns here. I got two patterns I'm looking at. Bitcoin, is it inflationary? Likes war? War. How long is the war gonna last? Because like, you know, the big conflict, like the going back and forth, bombing, attacking, that's gonna last weeks, probably. Like the going back and forth, the major impact stuff we're seeing right now. That every day you wake up, every day in the morning, every night you're waking up, you're seeing different attack. This, you know, every night, every morning, right? We're gonna see that for like weeks. I think even like once this thing's over, however it's over. It's not just over. Like this thing could have an effect for years, even, or months, right? It happened, right? And it didn't just happen to one country. Like, it's affected a lot of countries. So it's happening, right? It'll last weeks from the looks of it. Without someone asked. Even Trump said that, like himself. I know we know Trump said probably last up to 4 weeks, but he also said wars are fought forever. Wars can be fought forever. So it's like it's from weeks to months to forever. And in Trump's side, like Trump says, like there's no critical, like definite answer right now. I don't think. Because if you listen to what Trump said, he said probably a few weeks. But then he's like, oh yeah, we can even go up to months. But then he also said, he tweeted this part, wars could be fought for years or last forever. So it's like, how long does the situation go on for? You look at what's happening with Ukraine and Russia. So now with this, you got 14 other countries involved. You got a lot of other countries involved now. Not only with the Middle East, Ukraine, Russia, there's heat all over on that side of the world. Yeah, so it seems like Bitcoin likes, like, I don't know, is that a good thing to say, likes war? I don't know if that's a good thing to say. It doesn't sound good. But from history, it does look like it, you know, Russia, Ukraine, and that went up like 30%. First attack when they tried to dismantle it because they had like, you know, missiles underground, and there was only one thing that can strike that far underground is the B-2 bombers. So if you look at what USA actually did the first time, they knew they were gonna attack, because look at what they did the first time, right? I'm wondering if they didn't do what they did the first time, would Iran have more military operative, have more ammunition, have more missiles? You know what I mean? Like right now, it's like Iran could just keep striking, but USA has to do these like more like catastrophic strikes, targeted strikes. Like they can't just blow out everything there. And that's why this will last for like some weeks. If you look at what's happened with Russia and Ukraine, like the reason that's lasted so long is because like Russia is just slowly just doing little fragments, while Ukraine has to go in bigger. Like, so for every impact Russia does, like it does little. It doesn't take as much for Russia to do what it does for Ukraine to do, and it affects more. That's what we're gonna see right now. Same thing play out, sort of, maybe. Who knows if it's gonna take weeks, months. It's been a chaotic year. I'm thinking, like, think about what just happened in Venezuela, like, and that's old. It's like it's old news now. It's like, what happened to that? That's like old news. Venezuela, that's like old news. But think about this whole month. What did you have in February? You had Super Bowl, all these fights, events, Epstein files, aliens. Talk about aliens, right? Am I missing anything? Jim Carrey. Oh, I'm seeing everyone's talking about Jim Carrey right now. Everyone thinks Jim Carrey. Bro, he's just old, man. I listened to his speech. If you go actually look at some, he was messing around. Like his family was there. I don't know. This guy's just old, man. He's off the Botox, man. He's not Hollywood. He's not in the movies anymore. I don't know. There's conspiracy theories. People, the Jim Carrey thing. Not yeah, like I saw I mean, I've been sending sell signals. I caught like, why don't I sell? People have been asking. Like, I just haven't been on the charts when there is sell setups, to be honest. Like, most of the time when I'm on, it's literally like pulling back into a buy or in a place where it's like I can't really sell. Like, one, I took a sell at like 50. Where was it? Last like sell I took was like up in here, and I got out too early. Yeah, like people like the strategy I teach. Like, I'm making videos right now that have examples of things. Like, I trade how I trade, and I teach you guys a strategy that works universally. That's duplicatable. I just showed you guys, like, literally. Again, I'm showing you guys this week. Took 3 entries, right? Same strategy, same approach, same confirmations, and like, there's always entries like that that work for the time that you could be on the chart. Like, if you really look at gold on a 30-minute, like I was kind of explaining over here, it's not that buys haven't been working. People say buys haven't been working. It's you know, it's just collecting different confirmations. Buys have been working. There's just different times, different prices where there's different confirmations, right? There's like buys have been working because you gotta, like, right now you might have been setting up for a buy at 51.25, but if you look at like 51.25, there was a buy here. It's like, what's your definition of working in execution, right? You're probably not gonna hit like home runs every trade or thousands of pips, right? So there was a solid entry here, for example. There was a good buy here. After the candle or at the price, you know, there's a rejection candle there. There's another good buy down here at the lower low, rejection candle. So it's like here, for example, break and retest 51.25, break above this structure, break and retest 51.25, another buy there. So it's not that buys haven't been working, it's just where you're taking the buys, right? Every buy I've taken this week has worked. This one was probably the worst one. It worked for a time being. It went up like 200 pips. 200 pips. I get nowadays 200 pips is a stop loss, or 100 to 200 pips is a stop loss, right? It's still 200 pips is still 200 pips. I'm likely to catch 200, 300 pips on most trades. If I position myself correctly, things will go. That's where it's just like taking strategy, because the next setup will probably go up 500 pips, 600 pips, right? I mean, like, if you look, there's still setups off of everything I teach. If you put your whole numbers on the chart, like I look at them all day. 51.75, 5,200 sells. I mean, like, even in here in the middle, break and retest. So even if you're not catching those, like, if you're looking like at buys, there's always going to be, like, if you're looking at a 30-minute, there's always going to be different buy confirmations. Like here, the market's giving a buy confirmation. Now, it only really would have been good for a scalp, though. Same thing here, like, so the trend really starts, like, it's going in a trend. So you get your waves, break, retest, break. Here you get a good sell setup. So, like, confirmation, like, what, like, here, in terms of strategy, like, this is how strategy works. And this is why most traders aren't consistent in trading, or just like lack in trading, because this, like, confirmation is this. There would have been a buy confirmation right here, right? And it would have been what it was for that time being. The next buy confirmation whatever, stop loss would have got hit, maybe break even, small profit. It went up like 200 pips. Why? Because I think I called, did I call buy there? No, I don't think that's where I called the buy. No, I called it, I think I called it over here. No, literally, that's literally where I called the buy too. Like that's literally where I called the buy. Example, like that I'm literally, it looks like I'm doing hindsight right now, but I literally called the buy there. That was this trade. That went up like 300 pips. So it's like, if you're looking at buys, like where are you getting confirmations for buys? Let's look at the chart. Here, I took a buy there. Yeah, again, I have proof right here. You can see the trade. Look at my entries. I called this out. Look at the price I went to. Again, solid move. Solid move. That's a pretty solid move. On 005 lots, up 166 bucks. I don't know, okay? Like, it's a pretty decent move. You have a buy confirmation there. Where do you have your next buy confirmation? Here. Where do you have your next buy confirmation? Here. Where do you have your next buy confirmation? So the part where probably most traders struggle with is taking this trade or this trade and saying my strategy sucks. Strategy doesn't work. You take this trade or this, I only took one of those trades, which was up here. It was a perfect entry, if you ask me. It was a perfect entry. Perfect entry for the time being. What was there? For the confirmation that was there, right? There's a confirmation on the 30-minute chart. So it's not that buys aren't working. It's where you're getting your confirmations, how you're approaching your confirmations, and how you're reacting to them emotionally too. Like, because like, let's say you get in on this candle as it pumps, and you're like, okay, let's see if buys hold here, and they don't. Right? Where's maybe the next trade? Right down here, really. Or right down here, really. So it's like with strategy, most people give up when it comes to strategy. Most people give up because that one or two losses. Or that one trade that, you know, like something like this. This trade, I mean, you could see this was the entry. So the trade up here I had. It went for what it went. That's what it did. Got the move. Doesn't look like much when you're looking at it on the chart, but pretty decent move. So it's like, where are you getting your buy confirmations, really? Like, if in here it's like these are the confirmations, right? So it's like most traders give up and get emotional or risk too much on this trade, or whatever trade, that first trade that might not be the one that goes fully, you know, pushes, baby, right? Like, that's trading. Like, what you guys gotta understand is that's trading too. Like, so after that, it's like, where are you getting your next like buy confirmations, right? Realistically speaking, like, where are you from there? What other buy confirmations could you spot? There is a few more, right? Well, it's not like that buys aren't working. It's just like the confirmations are what they are. There's different ones, and this is like the market. Like, it's like throwing a ball at a wall, like a wet ball at a wall, and trying to have it stick. Like, you throw the ball at the wall, and it sticks for a bit, and then maybe it falls off, and then like a wet towel. If you get a towel and you wet it, like a small towel and you throw it at the wall, they're not all gonna stick to the wall. A few of them will, right? You gotta understand that about execution, right? That's the thing. Like, some of you guys aren't seeing, like, I've seen signals groups out there, and like my execution has been pretty decent, right? Even for these market conditions. Like 90% of traders are getting wrecked right now, despite what you see. Like most traders are like, most traders are like, these market conditions are, something to understand, right? Not the easiest market conditions. We're still like, I'll still show you guys like real time live execution. It's like, where are your entries coming? If you're just taking random buys, or if like, you gotta understand, like, you could take this trade right here. That doesn't mean it's gonna be the only entry available in the week, right? Or the day. There might be an entirely different confirmation, different candlestick, different way to look at price at a different price, right? A different confirmation at a different price. Like that one trade where you get a confirmation, because you're gonna get different confirmations. Some of them might honestly go only 50 to 100 pips, right? Whether it's a sell, whether it's a buy. It's like sometimes like understanding like whether it's a win, lose, break even, like if the confirmation works when it does, that's usually just like the best confirmation, right? Like if you took a buy based off this candle, and again, why am I saying that candlestick right there? Because I just taught you guys something that I use. Again, look at this candlestick right here. Again, we went over this already. For anybody who's been on a little while ago, I talked about this screenshot example of the rejection candle, confirmation candle, right there. So like, look at this candle down here. Pretty similar candle, no? Similar, right? They're gonna have similar distinctions. Like candlesticks are gonna be different shapes, sizes, have different volume on them too. But they can have like similar distinctions, like similarities, behaviors, characteristics. Like if you look at this green candle, looks very, very similar to like this one down here, right? So it's like for the time, that would have been the best confirmation to get, like getting that. After it moved, it's like, can I get the same entry? Should I re-enter if it comes back? It's like, it might not come back. It's better if it doesn't come back, because if it comes back, it invalidates, like, or it doesn't invalidate, it has the potential to go to break even or invalidate the setup if it comes back. It's like, you obviously don't want it to come back. And yeah, gold finishing the day in an interesting area. Are we bullish? Daily candle? Like, it's hard to tell. It finishes in like 3 hours-ish. No, it looks like it's finishing the day in an interesting area. Like, I was looking for buys on that green candle, not that far off. Like, it's probably going to bounce back literally to where I was in buys before. And maybe there's a, what was this, 51.25? Yeah, 51.25. See that? It almost came to 5100, no? Yeah, it almost did. There is like some support around there too. Almost came to 51. Kind of like a pin bar. Kind of like a pin bar formation there. Like there's a bit of rejection. Like if you look at that area, it's already been tested. That's the one thing. Like it's been tested here. It was quick. Like there. It is an interesting area. We could try to come like the low though. Like here's the thing. Like there's this low down here. Let me see the 4 hour. Yeah, like maybe better to watch like a 4 hour rejection here, because like we could try to come down to the low on gold. It's an interesting area, but it's touched it already. Like if it doesn't have rejection here in the next couple hours, like the market, not the best time to trade, but it could try to finish up stronger. Like you only have like 2 hours ish, bit over, like till the market finishes, like closes. It's an interesting area. Like I like this area. Obviously, it's kind of like the zone I was looking at when I saw this rejection candle happen. Because earlier today, like I was looking at like, okay, the high, obviously that, like I was like, okay, has much changed from what I was looking at earlier? I wouldn't say like crazy amount. There's just this red candle that has like the wick. Could be an area to watch. Like it almost came to 5100, but time of the day. Nice area, however. Break it down 15.5. Is it accumulating at all? Like if it shifts out, if it accumulates out of this, if it literally like accumulate out of this and like really shift out of this, it's like okay, maybe there's pullback entries then around the same area, around the same zone. It's like 4 hour. What's the 2 hour even look like? At 2 hour, 4 hour rejects. It's definitely a nice area. Stands out. It's not like from what I was looking at earlier today for the buy on that green candle was like pretty much like again like this area that the market's like trading in. Technicals show potentially some like rejection here. ETH 2200. Oh snap. Approaching 22. Nice. Solana on the way to 100. I think it's on the way to 100. That's why I said when Solana's in the 70s, I was telling you guys like that's like take things for when they're cheap. Because now, like look what Solana was just at 77. Now it's at 92. I've said this before. Especially if you're in the inner circle, I've said like things could go to 70 to 90. And it's like you have a different price change. Some of you guys have heard me talk like this before, like in the last weeks. I even still have the chart marked from when I explained it. When I said when you get these dips, like take those cheaper prices, because last thing you want to be is the person that's buying like because the market's pumping. Like cheap prices is what you're aiming for. When you're trying to accumulate, you want to get cheaper prices, right? You don't want to be the person who's convicted because the market goes up. See, I already bought everything I could have before the market made this pump. Nice pump today. War news. What's Zcash at? That thing went down. Like came to like 205. Now it's 244. Probably gonna go back up to like 300. thing in crypto, the prices can change fast. It's like Bitcoin could be at 63, now it's at 73. $10,000 more expensive. Fast. That's the thing about crypto is the price change. That's why I'm kind of like might come off as aggressive sometimes and be like, oh, like because of these prices can change quick to where you could, accumulate. You never want it like again. Conviction doesn't have to come when things pump like this. Being convicted, if you actually believe in something. Today I gotta see. Last time I looked, I was up 99,000 today on the portfolio. So it's all about positioning. We're in a bear market and I'm up. Let's check now. 110,000 on the day, like portfolio change. In a bear market, it's called positioning, all right? Positioning. While in a bear market, altcoins are all-time multi-year lows too. It's always balance. Gold. If I get wrecked on gold, my crypto portfolio goes up. The balance is far off. It's like $5,000 I lost today on gold versus like I'm up 110,000 on my port. So the balance is far off. It doesn't fuck. It's like fuck. 111k, yeah. I'm up 110 on the day portfolio change. I've been positioning. I've told, if you're in the inner circle, the last couple of weeks I've told you guys I showed some screenshots. I had a couple crypto talks in the inner circle. So talk about hype, HBAR, Chainlink, obviously Bitcoin, like just positioning. Can it go down more? I mean, yeah, like I think we're going up. We're in this recovery phase. Like it's dropped a lot that it has to, it can't just like same thing when things go up, they come down. So big correction happening. There's some news. I saw Morgan Stanley. Don't know if any of you guys saw it. Morgan Stanley. I posted on my Instagram story. Repeating 2022. Someone said 2022. Big drop. Is it like look at these like different fate, like look at these dumps, big panics. There's usually like accumulation after, right? When you get I notice like when you get closer to like the bottom, it's like look at these big panic drops. Recovery, maybe some accumulation there. Big panic, boom, panic, big panic, drop. Eventually those, like, look at these patterns. Like Bitcoin just did a similar one. Like we just had huge panic drop, big panic drop. We've been getting those. Consolidation just broke out. My March, and we've been consecutive months bearish. So March looking like a recovery month. I even showed you guys like the other day on the weekend when we were doing. I streamed a lot on the weekend, and I talked a bit about Bitcoin. March, April, maybe March and April have some recovery for Bitcoin. Like we're starting it. Like March last year was strong in the beginning of March, and then it dumped, and then it recovered again, and then it dumped and made a lower low here. Even last like March, April kind of like, had like a phase there that broke out. 74 right now, we're pumping. Good day if you positioned in here, because again, like conviction shouldn't come when things pump like this, you want to be looking for when things are cheap. If market presents you cheap opportunities, that's what I was talking about this weeks ago. I saw some Morgan Stanley news today that was interesting to me. Oh yeah, look at this. I've seen like 3 people post this. First panic, liquidity grab, compression, then expansion. I guess now everyone's saying the bottom's in. Bottom's in, boys. A lot of people are saying this 2022 looks very similar to what we're getting in this 2026 move we're getting right now. Bear trap. We just had an extreme bear trap. Everyone was just distracted too. Is it the bottom? It's questionable. 92% of the movement has been like evacuated from here. Yeah, I guess so. What did Senator Loomis say today? Let's see. Let's check this out.
They can serve you. You go into a bank, they can serve you both in fiat currencies like the US dollar.
Okay, just a short, quick little. I thought it was longer. I didn't realize it was just 15 seconds. I thought it was like two minutes. Okay, cool. More could lot, yeah. Gold probably rises. Gold, yeah, gold is not gonna probably rise right away because of this, from the looks of it. But I think gold will rise. One missile changed everything. Oh yeah, the dome. What did the dome get? Did the dome get? What's it called? The dome. That dome. Week 1, markets crash. Week 2, oil up. Week 3, inflation spikes. Gold will probably go up into like week 3. President Trump is expected to sign the Clarity Bill. By the end of business tomorrow. Does this bring altcoins back? Yeah, that's some news. Actually, yeah, there you go. That's kind of why we're pumping too. Right there, you got some news. Good headlines. XRP, Bitcoin. Yeah, they're giving us standing ovation here. Oh, why does my volume never play? So Iran just took out a 1.1 billion. Yeah, I heard about that. So we got this is good news for crypto. Something they've been trying to work on. It's by the end of tomorrow. Buy the news, then sell. Is it a sell tomorrow? When tomorrow might be a pullback, maybe. Maybe there's a pullback tomorrow, or if he signs it, maybe that pumps the market too. If he's expected to sign tomorrow, the market's pumping maybe on this news. Smart money's obviously been accumulating though in here because war just broke out. And boom, now Bitcoin's pumping. Searches for how to buy Bitcoin have gone up. tremendously in the US and even globally. Interesting times we might be heading into 2026. I mean, we're already in interesting times. Is this the altcoin? Was this Revive Alts? Yeah, so tomorrow, President Trump, keep an eye on that. President Trump signs that tomorrow. That's big for crypto. Like, we've been waiting on that for a while. Like, a while. He did say he was going to do that. Hey, he did say he was going to do this. JP Morgan too. Where's that JP Morgan filed? Or was it Morgan Stanley? Morgan Stanley or what? 7 hours ago. 6 hours ago. Morgan Stanley picks Coinbase, BNY Mellon as custodians for planned Bitcoin ETF. Here we go. Financial service giant Morgan Stanley selected Bank of New York, BNY Mellon, a global financial service company, and crypto exchange Coinbase as custodians for its Bitcoin Trust Exchange ETF, according to a U.S. filing. Well, good time, a good time to be doing things when prices, There's a lot of ETFs even came in at like higher prices, and like smart time to start an ETF. Fuck. Big name though. Big name. For sure. Big name. For spot Bitcoin and Sol ETFs. Filed SEC applications for spot Bitcoin and Sol ETFs in January. Both funds are passive investment vehicles and hold to track prices on. Okay, yeah, just like a ETF. According to do adoptions, what it reflects. Morgan Stanley though, that's a big name coming into the ETF space. New York, choosing Coinbase. That good for Coinbase? Coinbase stock? Pro on Coinbase? Big Coinbase? Remember, Coinbase is also has like a stock company. Maybe we got some news, positive news. Obviously today, Trump expected to sign the thing. Maybe there's a sharp pullback before he signs or as he's signing. That's a big name. So looking at that, there's already a lot of ETFs out there, but this is definitely like a big name, right? There's smaller ETFs out there from names people haven't even heard of. Obviously Morgan Stanley, that's a name that I've heard of my whole life, so it's a big name compared to some of those, like some of the smaller ones. Let's see how this goes. Even ETF inflows, there was ETF inflows sparking up. Solana though, if you notice, one thing said on there, Bitcoin and Sol, nothing of Ethereum. Morgan Stanley Bitcoin Trust, but it also says one for Sol here too. Any other information on the Sol? No, I don't see anything else on Sol, just like Bitcoin. I just see Bitcoin stuff, but it says Sol here too. I mean, institutional adoption. Okay, like if you're wondering, should I be like, if you like Sol and you're wondering like, is Sol gonna perform well in the next few years? Like, there's institutional adoption maybe happening on it right here in front of us. It says here applications are filed. This is from TradingView too. I don't think TradingView would be getting like bad sources, but you can look this up. Like, we could look this up too. Like, you could, like, this all happened today. It's a giant. They're all saying a giant. Anything else on Sol? Let me see. I want to see. I'll just look it up. Pudgy penguin. Yeah, just like S1, yeah. I don't see anything else sold on any of the other things. Morgan Stanley, Solana. Yeah, there's trading view. Maybe it says here. Maybe I missed it. Oh yeah, see, January 6th. Morgan Stanley. This is old news. Why is this is coming out today? This is all hitting like more mainstream today. Like I'm yeah. Damn. Behind the news. Behind the news. Oh yeah, right here. Morgan Stanley. This is from morganstanley.com. All right, right to the source. January 6th. Yeah, so this is a bank. For those of you guys that don't know who Morgan Stanley is, like everyone in the US should know. Oh yeah. Offices in 42 countries. I think all of you guys have heard of Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan Stanley, right? So yeah, this is Solana, Stanley Solana Trust. So this is pending. So they filed. This is cool. I'm here for. I hold Sol. I'm a Solana holder and a Bitcoin holder, both. So it's definitely like kind of the type of news I like to see on two things I'm holding. It's like, okay, you know, I don't think I'm just holding something blind in a basket. There's got to be, if you got Morgan Stanley, this is their website on their investment management. It's pretty cool. I didn't know about that. And it's like, look at the market. I've been saying, and I made a video on this already, on a trade that I made 155,000 on last year. One of my biggest trades ever. Like literally one of my biggest trades ever was last year. And bro, like how many views did this get? 884 views for this is one of my biggest trades ever on Ethereum. 3 months ago I posted this. I made 133K on this position. One position. You guys look at this information sometimes, like it's like we're at the same level. Like we remember this, guys. Like some of you guys are 1 year, 2 years, 3 months, however long in the trade. I've been doing this 11 years. 884 views. I made $133,000. So remember, like we're not all like some of you guys are comparing like. Some of you guys ask me questions sometimes. I'm like, remember, I've been doing this 11 years. I just had one of my biggest trades for 133. I made a video on it. And the craziest part is I talked all about this live when I was doing it. When I was doing this, like when I was buying Ethereum heavy here, I was talking and showing it. I was telling everybody, like, I just bought this much amount of ETH. I'm going to hold it. That's what that video is all about. But that video is all about something I talked about even live. Like, I talked about all this live when I was buying ETH, when it was down. Like, and that was a big trade. That was in 2025. One trade from 2025, like one position on ETH, cleared 133K. I thought it was 155. That was when ETH was down, literally down, and I've described this before. Down was down 66%. I was telling everybody I'm longing ETH. I am buying ETH. I don't care what you think, what your grandma thinks, what your best friend, what your mentor thinks, what fucking the guy on social media thinks. Like, ETH dropped again, 64%. So, I mean, you gotta, like I said weeks ago, you gotta kind of take each phase for what it brings you. Extreme fear. We've been talking about this. Like, I bought like some XRP, some H bar. What else? A little bit of Solana, more Bitcoin, mainly Bitcoin, Ethereum. We've been talking this. When the market comes to certain points, like this video is about that. This video is about something similar, but this was from 2025. And I remember talking about this on live sessions. If you're in the inner circle, you could go back to the live sessions I did around that time. And all the live streams I did public, I would have been talking about this. This was a big thing. I ended up getting like up to like $4.5 million. And yeah, that was that. That was when ETH was down 66%. And I've described these conditions to you guys before on YouTube, right? This video. So y'all gotta, I gotta post that. I'm gonna post that in Telegram. Y'all 800, damn, bro. Y'all lacking. Y'all lagging on that, man. That was a fire video. Literally same thing market's going through right now. Today, right now, portfolio. Today, like the same thing the market's going through right now. You're probably gonna see me make another video whenever this thing fully recovers on the same topic of how is logging Ethereum down here or wherever it goes to. I mean, like, if you look at ETH, how many when was the last time it really gave you a huge opportunity to buy? That was in 2025, March, right? Going into March of 2025, it was down 66%. So it's like, that's the type of stuff that I like that. After 11 years, that's the type of stuff that convicts me. If you're in the inner circle, like, I've talked about this stuff before, or I mean, for anybody who's followed me for the last year, if you've followed me for the last like 8 months, we've broke this down a lot, this topic. Like, we were just, I mean, extreme fear, it shows you, if you look at history, anytime the market's been in that extreme fear, there can be pumps out of it, maybe recoveries or bottoms. You know, it could be recoveries, pullbacks, bottoms, right? Reversals, right? Extreme fear, you gotta understand, like 9 out of 10 people are gonna be panicking, right? Because like the market, especially if you're just holding altcoins, like if you're just, imagine if your portfolio was only meme coins, and imagine you had no Bitcoin, like that would suck. My Bitcoin's number 1. My BTC number 1. Bitcoin number 1. I don't want to show. No, I'm not gonna show. I don't show my numbers really live on here. If you're in the inner circle, I'll show some of that stuff. Not on this call. You got remind me on another call. I saw someone like I have screenshots. I've showed screenshots before. I've showed you guys the coins. Some of you guys, if you're in the inner circle, some calls, not a lot of, like maybe a couple calls. Maybe tonight, if I remember. You gotta remind me. Like a bunch of you guys gotta remind me in the chat. Maybe tonight. I mean, most of the coins, I've told you guys most of the coins I'm holding. And if you're in the inner circle, I did a couple calls where I went over like the top 20 coin, like in the top 30 list, I think it was a couple times. Yeah, like if you're inside the inner circle, I've gone over, because you don't have to look too far out. There's a lot of coins in crypto. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies. You could stay in the top 100. You could stay in the top 50. There's a couple good meme coins that are outside the top 50. A couple of good alts outside the top 50, but what's this? United States. Oh yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Like top 50 is a good kind of sector. If you have good coins in there alone in the top 50, you break it down to like your top 30, like you got good coins in there. Like a lot of the coins that I'm holding are in the top 30, top 50 range of like market cap. I could see a good amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm holding 17 coins in this list. Just like kind of in the top, just in the top 50. Now that didn't happen overnight. I want you to understand that, right? I just buy 17 coins in my first crypto investment was $1,200. I bought 1 Bitcoin. My second, I put $2,000 into XRP. I made $80,000. So I put $2,000 in XRP. I made $80K. And my first Bitcoin was $1,200. Now, $1,200 at the time was a lot of freaking. It was all the money I had, and then $2,000 was like everything. Man. That was my entire bank account at the time. But I mean, fuck. I once had a coin go from like a couple cents to $38,000. Like mind blown. On an airdrop, a free airdrop. Back in like 2017, 2018. The airdrop came. 4 years later, the coin, like I didn't even, the airdrop came and it was worth nothing. 4 years later, it was worth $38,000. Guess what the coin was that I was airdropped? Guess what coin it was? I still have a lot. I still have some of those tokens. Where is it? Man, some of you guys don't remember the airdrops and ICO days. Some of you guys weren't there for those days. I've been in crypto since 2015. Where is it? It should be here. I should be able to find it. I'm surprised. I remember getting like airdrop Nexo on Binance. Nexo coin. Where's Nexo? Where is Nexo? Nexo. Oh, right here. Nexo. This coin. I remember once I got like airdropped this coin and it wasn't worth anything, but the amount of tokens I had, eventually it was worth $38,000 at one point, and I was like, we were shocked. That's the biggest return, like ROI gains. I've like seeing something go from dollars, like a couple dollars, I mean, actually, to $38,000. Percentage wise, I've made more money than that. But that was like the biggest freaking like thing I've ever seen multiply in like front of me. It was insane. Like how, like looking back, I remember that. XRP, $2,000 I put into XRP when it was like 10 cents, between 10, like way back in here, before it did its first run. And that turned to 80K, and I was living in my mom's basement at the time. I was living in my mom's basement. What did I do? Sold it in cash, and then I ended up buying Bitcoin. It wasn't perfect, but it was crazy. It was like, that was the wealth jump for me to get to six figures by the time I was 20 years old. By the time I was 20 years old, I was worth I had six figures, like, stacked more than that. So imagine being 16, 17 years old, 18, 19. Imagine starting at like 17 years old. By 20, you've seen six figures. You've done, like, money's different to you. You look at money differently. Like, there's an indifferent value and different way you look at it, and you start to perceive it. When you're 20 years old, and now I'm not talking about 20-year-olds nowadays. Again, this was 10 years ago. I was 20 years old 10 years ago, right? So 20-year-olds, you see 20-year-olds now, oh, it's normal, is it right? No, like, it might be hard. Like, getting to your first six figures is actually harder than it seems. But I made the right place. I remember when six figures was like, it seemed like it was going to be the destination for me. Like, I need to get to six figures. When I was like, I remember before I finished high school, I was like, I want to get rich. Like, when I was in high school, this is the thing you guys got to understand with me. When I was in high school, I wanted to get rich. Like, I wanted to make money. Like, I had a mindset of like, I want 100 bands. I want 100K, because 100K was like, that's a lot of money. If I get 100K, I'm probably set for life. Like, to me, I think about being in high school and you're thinking about wanting to get rich, right? Most people, like, that was my mindset in high school, right? I wanted 100 bands. And I was like, yo, if I get 100K, I'm there. Like, I'm set for life. Now I got 100K, 111,000 fluctuating daily for like every other day on my portfolio. So it's like, you're kind of only as big as you think too, like as big as your mind takes you. Like, I used to think 100K was a lot of money. Like, it is. It's like, but perspectives change. Holy. All right. Yo, just don't take the signals then if you don't want. Like, I don't, like, you guys are like, holy. Like, learn how to trade. Learn how to trade first. Holy, what's going on in the chat? I lost $5,000 today. All right. Yeah, like, don't. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm just gonna send my analysis in the chats. If we got people, bro, like, if you guys want me to send signals, then let me send the signals without crying about them, bro. The three trades, like, how are you down 3,500 this week on the three trades that I sent this week? All three trades went into profit. So move your stop loss to break even when you go in profit. I'm not gonna make, like, I'm not, like, the one thing about this community is, like, you're here to learn, right? Like, I hate to be the tough coach. I hate to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. All right. I hate to be that guy, right? But I'm gonna be that fucking guy, because I said that. Like, now you guys get, like, now some of you guys actually piss me off. Like, don't take the trades then, because, like, bro, I've sent 3 trades this week that have all gone into profit. All 3 trades. Like, what do you want? You want 700 pips? A trade I sent this morning went 200 pips in profit. Last trade I sent went 300 pips in profit. The other trade I sent went 600 pips in profit. So I mean, how much pips do you guys want? Fuck. Like, I'm putting you guys in profitable scenarios 80% of the time. Fucking just, it goes to TP, take profit then. Like, manage your trade too. Like, I can't manage your trade for you. I'm not here to do that. So I'll just go back to teaching, man. Like, why are people, like, if you're gonna complain, that's not gonna help you learn anything, bro. Like I've said before, there's gonna be winning trades, losing trades. I'll send a trade, it'll go 200 pips in profit, and then it'll fucking come back to entry, and then it'll go to stop loss. Okay, let's look for the next setup. So like, bro, I'll just like Inner Circle 2.0, I'm gonna make a Telegram chat for the people who actually want the signals, and not everyone's gonna be in that chat. Like, if you've messaged me and complained, you're not gonna be in that chat, like that Telegram chat for 2.0. Like, if you're like, I'm just gonna keep it people that are at the level that are ready for those signals. Because, like, bro, I can't have 50 people messaging me every day saying, well, when I come on here and I explain the trades in full detail as why I took the trade, why I held it, why I hit stop loss, what happened after. So, like, if 50 of you guys are gonna message me every trade I take, I'm just gonna send analysis and trade on my own. Is that, like, do you guys want that or what? Like, what do you guys want? Because it doesn't matter how many winning trades I send. Like, if I send a couple losing trades, like, when have you guys seen me go on a losing streak? Like, name a time you guys have seen me lose 5 trades in a row. Like, hard SLs. I'm talking about just trades that have gone into SL. Like, most trades I send go 100, 150, 200 pips in profit before they even hit a stop loss, if they do. Like, bro, like, if you're just, like, if signals aren't working for you, I see them working for most people. Go watch the videos, learn, study. I'm just gonna start sending one signal a week then, guys. Like, cause like I'm trading in market conditions that are tough. Like, I like sending pretty decent trades here and there. So, like, I hate to be that guy. Like, someone's saying take sells. Like, sure, if I see a sell setup, like, I'm just gonna start streaming more and leaving the signals to me. Like, I'm just gonna stream 3 times a day, 5 times a day. I'll go over my analysis. You guys can follow the analysis if you want, and there we go. That'll solve the problem. Cause holy, I can't, like, like if signals wasn't a part of the equation, I'd be just teaching you guys how to trade, and I would be showing you guys these entries that I get. And say, okay, look at this, look at this, look at this. This is how I entered here. Like, that would be it. Like, so I want you guys to understand, like, when was the last time you guys have seen me actually go on a losing streak? And I'm not even on a losing streak. Like, I've literally sent 3 trades this week that have gone hundreds of pips in profit every time. It could have been a break even. You could have secured some partials, like I teach. Like, I talk about too many things enough that if one person is crying in the chat right now, and then I got a couple people DMing me, it's like, bro, the amount of information I go over, like, these are good trades that we're getting in. They're not bad trades. Literally was up 200 pips on this position this morning. Could have secured some profit, could have went break even, took some partials, right? I trust my analysis. I've been trading 11 years that I trust my analysis enough that it's gonna play out. So, I mean, I'm teaching you guys more than just the signals here. So I'm going to chill on the signals for a bit because people are losing money. And I chill for a bit. And I'm just going to I'll just throw charts. I'll just throw charts like this. And if that makes it easier. I'll say I'm looking around this area. I won't send an entry where I'm entering. like it's gonna happen, and watch, the next trade I send is gonna hit full take profit, and then it's like I'm gonna make $10,000 on that trade, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I made my L back and more, and I'm gonna be fine. But I mean, I'm teaching you guys how to trade. And you guys gotta understand, the reason most people aren't successful trading is because you're trying to learn from successful traders. And the thing is, like, not everyone's me, right? So you have to get as good as me too. Like, I'm teaching you guys from my experience, right? Take what you need, learn from it, right? Get better. You guys aren't just here to copy signals, right? You guys are, if that's why you're here, like, I'm literally day in, day out teaching you guys a skill set of trading, how to refine your skills, how to get better as a trader, how to pass your funded accounts every single day. So I'm gonna stop sending signals. We're gonna just go back to teaching month. We're gonna do a teaching month, all right? March is gonna be a teaching month, all right? I'll do my trade breakdowns. Right? I'm gonna do my trade breakdowns. I'll make, for 2.0, I'm gonna make a specific Telegram for the people who want signals, all right? Because I guess, you know, like, you don't have to take every trade. Analyze the chart. If it flows with your analysis, I break down, guys, every reason, whether it hits a stop loss, whether it loses, whether it wins. I've broken down every single reasoning as to why I've taken the trades. Even the ones that lose are usually good trades. Like, even the trades that lose are usually good setups, right? So I mean, like, if you're down, like someone's saying because of me, you're down because of me, like, bro. I joined Monday. I'm still up 2K. Like, bro, like, if I'm gonna send signals every day, like, we're gonna lose too. I gotta go to 1 a week for you guys. Bro, if I'm setting trades and everyone's DMing me, bro, like, I like to be a quiet trader. I don't like noise. I don't know. Yeah, I'll admit some trades haven't been working, but go study every single trade I've sent, and you're gonna realize, damn, it's just a little early. Oh fuck, man, it was the good. Go look at every trade, like, they were good at last week. Go study the entries. They're all good executions. Even last week, literally the signals I sent last week. I sent a buy on this candle. Unfortunately, got wicked out. I sent a buy on this candle. Unfortunately, got wicked out. I sent a buy on this candle. So, like, I'm giving you guys my setups. My trade signals I'm sending you guys are my trade setups. I gave you guys a buy right here on this candle. Like, people are complaining because I'm taking buys, but last week I sent you guys a buy on this candlestick. On this candlestick, like, go, like, I'll give you guys setups at good territories. Like, I said you could buy on this candlestick. At least I'm transparent about it. Most of your online gurus out there don't even fucking send signals, and they just make demo money. Like, they're just flexing fake accounts. Most of these online gurus you see out there, that, like, most of them are fake. Can't even go over this type of stuff, right? I send you guys my trades, whether they're good trades, bad trades, okay trades. We go over them. We talk about them, and you could go look at the trades I send you. I sent you a guy's a buy right here. You can go back and look and be like, okay, like, fuck, like, they're good setups to be taking buys. Last week, there's a reason I was looking for buys last week, and there's a reason I'm going to still be looking for buys, because that's the trader I am right now. So if you don't like buys, don't take the buys. Wait for me to send a sell. I've been seeing sell setups. It's just the way I've been trading. So I'm gonna just start dropping my analysis in the chats and stuff. Like, I'll just drop my charts, because, like, bro, like, I woke up to not even woke up, but, like, this trade wasn't even a bad trade. Like, you guys can yell at me if I send you a trade, and you can fucking complain if it just, I send a trade and just runs to stop loss. Like, this went 200 pips in profit before coming down. Because, bro, my mentors, the people I learned from back in the day, fucking sucked at trading. Like, fuck, man. I wish I had someone as good as me teaching me how to trade when I started. Holy, I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. Tell you that much. Like, I didn't make the inner circle course, guys, for signals. Like, inner circle didn't start with signals at all. I added that to the equation, right? Inner circle isn't a signals group. It's a community. It's access to information, to experience. You're not in the inner circle to copy trades like you're in some MLM academy, copy, paste my signals. I didn't sell you on any idea of copying and pasting signals. It was to learn from my 10-year plus experience on how to trade, not copy my signals, join, copy, paste, right? That's why you're in the inner circle for lifetime access, is how to be a trader, how to think like a trader, the psychology of a trader, how to lose and still win and still operate, right? That's why you're in the inner circle. That's why you join. Like, these days, the past few months, everyone joining seems to forget that. Like, this isn't MLM Academy where there's a product to copy signals. That's just a part of it to learn too from my experience. Everybody wants my trades because when I post them on Instagram, everyone's like, bro, send me these trades. When I post a screenshot of my trades on Instagram, everyone says, send me it, bro, send me your trade. Why aren't you sending me trades, signals, or send me a signal? So I do, right? You guys aren't in the inner circle to just copy and paste, right? Like, if that's what it is for you, you're not going to take advantage of what's actually here. The value, there's more value than that. Because if copying signals worked, every single trader on social media would be fucking rich, passing funded accounts. You wouldn't be on your 10th funded challenge. If copying signals worked, I'm gonna be like, if I wasn't a real coach, if I didn't, I'm not sugarcoating stuff. Like, if I wasn't a real coach and actually a real trader, I wouldn't be saying this stuff. If copying signals worked 100% of the time, every single trader would be rich in Lambos, living in a fucking penthouse, right? But the problem is social media these days makes trading look so easy. All these people who make it look simplified with all of this, that, right? Trading's easy. It's simple but hard, right? So there's more to this then, and there's way more coming even with 2.0. So these experiences, like, I'll remember them. Like, I'm probably not going to send as much signals going forward as I do now. I'm probably just going to send maybe 1-2 signals a week, all right? So just remember that. If you don't see me sending as much signals these weeks, all right? But I'll still do trade breakdowns. Still going to show up live, do my analysis, but it's like, damn, yo. Like, bro, I know influencer traders right now that are on 2-month losing streaks. Like, and the industry glorifies them. Like, I know traders that are literally on losing streaks for the last 2 months that are the best traders in the world of trading. Like, like let's be real. So, like, I don't know. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to stay consistent on the streams, show up. I'll give you guys my analysis. But, yo, like, this month, yo, everyone's just getting crazy on me. And I get it. Oh, yeah, like, there's losing trades. Like, that's part of trading. I never said, like, there's not going to be, I never said that it's not going to happen. You'll see probably in the next 2-3 weeks why I'm looking for buys. Like, you're gonna look at the market a couple of weeks from now and be like, damn, that's fucking why he was looking for buys. I get it. Like, I'm still gonna be looking for my setups. I'm gonna fucking, yeah, just, there, bro. Like, y'all don't realize I'm streaming like like 6 hours a day. Do the math. Add it up. Like, most people out there are streaming like once, twice, like not even once a week. So, hey, maybe once a day for a bit, here and there. So yo, we're gonna go into trading month, and if you guys, I'm gonna take my trades like I normally do. I'm gonna break them down. Like, if it's like, look at the market right now. It's too. People are saying I use too big of a stop loss. What does that even mean? This is how I know you haven't been watching any of the videos. I use too big of a stop loss. Have you watched my trade breakdowns on how I put a stop loss? Where I put a stop loss? Have you watched the trade breakdown videos, guys? Like, what do you mean? I use a stop loss how I always use a stop loss. Say I use too big of a stop loss. We can have a debate here. I'm down to have a fucking full-on debate. I use too big of a stop loss. For what? For your account size? Again, you're here to learn how to trade. I'm not here. Your account size doesn't. I can't pertain to your account size. Like, again, this is not an MLM. You guys, wherever you guys have learned from and came from too. What's my stop loss too big for? Your account size, your lot size, the mark. What does that mean? I don't like. Do you see how gold is moving right now? Like, $10 to $20 is a normal stop loss size. So that's a normal stop loss range right now for gold. Literally what I teach. $10 to $20. Use a smaller stop loss then. If my stop losses are too small, use a smaller one then. There's your problem solved for you. Like, what, like, oh man, that's like, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I didn't create the inner circle for copy and paste signals. In the beginning, all we did was live analysis, and all I did was send my charts. That's all we did. I really started sending signals a lot in like April, May. But in the beginning, April, May, and going into summer, in the beginning, like, it wasn't even signals that much. I would just teach, stream, analyze. There's like too big of a stop loss. Like, what is like that makes no sense. I use structure based on stop loss. Same thing I do in the trade breakdown videos. When I break, like, if you look at how I break down the trades, like, stop loss below previous structure. So why was my stop loss where it is? Everything's for a reason. Like, entry was 41.40. Stop loss, like, how is that, like, man, like, how is this too big of a stop loss? Tell me. From 51.40, 51.45 area. That's too big of a stop loss for gold right now. That is, like, really? I don't know. If someone teach me now. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, I could be wrong. Like, how is that too big of a stop loss? A big stop loss would be this. Like, no, like, stop loss was near the recent low. Setup didn't work. It went 200 pips in I don't know. Like, if my stop loss is too big, don't take the trades. Then, like, that's it. Then you'll be happy, and you'll see people win here and there, and just don't take the trades. It's not this, like, inner circle is not a freaking single. I literally, like, I show you guys my fucking port. Oh man, some of you guys are missing the point of what the inner circle is. There's way more value in the inner circle than signals in most groups out there. I know people who charge $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 for a couple pre-recorded videos. They stream once a week and they do a couple chart markups. Like, that's it. Like, one of my friends charges $6,000. He streams on Sunday once a week for his group. He streams once a week for market, like before the market opens, and that's it. And he charges $6,000. One of my buddies. And he streams once a week and sends a couple markups. $6,000 just for that. One stream a week. Like, fam, some of you guys are missing the point. And they do it on this. What they don't even have a website either. It's on this thing called Slack. We got a website coming and everything. So learn how to trade. That's all I could like recommend. Like, learn how to trade. I'm taking this. You guys see how I'm taking this experience because I'm the one who gets like 50 messages a day of this stuff. So yo, I don't even want to send the next trade anymore. See, that's like the mood I'm in for trades is okay. Setup doesn't work. I look for the next setup. Well, the mood, like when I get these, like when it's these, like it's like, yo, like I'm just gonna look for the next setup. Strategy. Like I'm just gonna trade my strategy how it is because it's been consistent for the last year, right? Even in these environments, right? So it's just like, if a setup doesn't work and it hits my stop loss, right? And it invalidates, it doesn't play out. I'm just gonna wait. Like I'm just gonna wait for the next strategy, approach the next strategy, the next confirmation, right? Yo, like, if anyone's down this week, understand we had 3 profitable trades. Like, if anyone's saying they're down this week because of me, we had a trade this morning that went 200 pips in profit. You could have went break even. We had a trade that went almost 400 pips in profit the other night. You could have went break even. We had a trade that went 600 pips in profit the other night. You could have went break even. Just go break even. Like, I don't go break even. Understand that. I've been trading 11 years. I have money to trade. I've been trading 11 years. I'm not trading with $100. My last $500 or whatever. I don't know what positions everyone's in. Bro, like, I'm going to hold my position. I trust my analysis. That's the thing. Like, we had a trade again. One more time. That went 200 pips in profit. Another trade that went 300 pips in profit. Another trade that went 600 pips in profit at one point. Like, we're like, could have went break even at one point for anything. Everything was in profit. Like, I'm giving you guys these profitable scenarios, profitable outcomes. Use them, learn from them. If you're taking your own trades too, like, you could have been in profit with these. Like, 200 pips is 200 pips. So, yo, learning month loading. I'm out. Learning month loading. That's what we're talking about today. It was like a big, yeah, like there's a lot of people have a lot of comments. Like, you should see my DMs today. It's fucking crazy. So again, I'm teaching you guys how to trade. You guys didn't invest in this lifetime to freaking like think you're gonna get spoon fed 24/7. You gotta show up, learn. That's why notice how there's people who aren't complaining too. There's people that are like fucking winning because they're showing up and they're learning. They understand things. Like, I don't know. There's a small percentage of people that are just fucking flipping out on me every day. Like, I get it. You're losing money, but like, I'm teaching you everything behind the decisions and why, what's happening. Like, So just learn from that. Like, just learn from the experiences and make your own experiences. Trade on your own too. Like, practice trade. Like, there's gonna be better months, but like next friggin' trades I send, like, watch. Like, there's gonna be better months. It is what it is. I'm just gonna start talking about crypto for the next month. That's it. I mean, people ask me why am I looking. Oh, fuck. We're in a. People ask me why was I looking for buys this week. Well, maybe because we're in a war, all right? Maybe that's why I was looking for fucking buys this week. Because we're in a fucking war. The world, like, why else, man? Like, holy. Like, I explained the trades and everything. Why aren't you looking for sells? The market's like, fuck, man. Sorry, we're in a war and I thought the market was going to go up. There you're like, holy. Like, jeez. Okay, guys, a break with some of you guys. Holy moly. Donut shop. Sorry, I thought the fucking world was imploding for a fucking bit there and fucking we were about to go fucking to the moon, alright? Shit happens. Watch what'll happen in give it 2 weeks. We'll see where we're at, but am I looking for another trade? No, not right now. Honestly, I'll probably maybe tomorrow. Like probably London or New York. Like, you guys ask me the same question every stream. I say the same answer. I usually look for my trades around times. London session, New York session, Tokyo session, the openings. I've taught this thousands of times already. Right? So when do I look for my entries? Usually it's going to be around London Open, New York Open, early New York hours, or Tokyo session. So I don't just like right now I don't have that energy. It's like maybe closer to London Open during London hours. And like I like to look at the charts. I like to see if I can spot a setup. Like today in New York session, I just ran it down with you guys for like an hour. The trade that I took today, why I took it, the buy. Again, this buy. That went decent pips in profit. Like literally. You can see the entries there. That was in New York session. So it's like everyone asks the same question every session. Are you looking for a trade right now? And you guys got to remember, it goes back to the foundation of things, market timing. Usually, if even my signals, look at my signals this week. Look at the first signal I sent this week. Or wait. So early New York hours. But look at this. London session. Yesterday. 2:58 in the morning. London session. So it goes back to the foundation. Everything, honestly, like most of the things I teach go back to the foundation. Like people always ask me, when are you looking for a trade? When's the next trade? Where's the next setup? Well, what time is it? It's not really an operative time, right? For example, yesterday, London session, 2:58 in the morning. Nice buys on gold, right? So that's London. Today, New York, right? Oh, wait, sorry, it was actually at 1:28. So yeah, a little bit before, same thing, a little bit before London session. Yeah, like pre-London, like going into London session, and then the day before it was Tokyo session, literally. Like that was, I think, like the same night. Yeah, people like obviously like if a trade goes to stop loss, it's obvious. Like everyone knows. Like if a trade goes to stop loss, it's obvious. It hits stop loss. Duh, like everyone knows that. Duh. So what? I'm gonna start DMing you guys when you guys lose trades. So like imagine like you take a trade on your own. You're just, and then you get 100 DMs, like 50 DMs right after, like, about the trade. Why'd you take it? What's wrong with you? That was a dumb trade. you shouldn't have took that trade. It was clear sells. And it's like, like, why are you gonna, like, there's no point in messaging me like, why didn't you take sells? Like, I saw a buy with my strategy. Again, you're gonna see your setup 100 times. You're not gonna win all 100. So just understand that, right? So it's like I saw a buy. People are asking me like, why didn't you take a sell instead of a buy? Well, fuck, there was a buy confirmation. Like I'm using buy, like there was a buy confirmation on the trade, right? Bro, like this isn't even a bad trade. Like it was a good entry. Like I've been trading for a long time and I've seen people that get glorified that suck at trading. That don't even, like, this was a good entry. Like you can't even tell me this wasn't a bad entry. Like obviously it didn't play out as fully expected. But like it was a good entry point. So like next, I'm waiting for the next buy confirmation I see. I'll drop the analysis in the chat for you guys. When I see the potential next signal, like I'll just drop the analysis with like, it'll probably be a similar setup like this. That's like a buy confirmation there, right? Maybe it's on the 4 hour, maybe it's on the 2 hour, maybe it's on the 1 hour, right? When I see something, I'll drop it because this morning I saw that candle. It was that green one right there. See that little guy? Yeah, the little guy, that little candle, boom, and then it went up a bit. And right now a bit, like that's sick. Someone say I use too big of a stop loss, but like you can't even tell this moved 200 pips. Like it pretty much did. It went to like 160. It hit like 159. Like it was a couple pips away from TP2, which would have been 200 pips. Like you can't even tell it moved 200 pips. So someone said like you're using too big of stop losses. How? Like you can't even really see 200 pips here. Like 200 pips is this on the chart right now. It's small. So like unless I'm like using the 5-minute chart, like I'm not using the 5-minute chart for that entry. Like that entry didn't come off the 5-minute or the like it came off the 1 hour. It came off like 1 hour using previous structure here. It's like if I was taking trades, like, like if I was sending you guys signals right here, like that, like where we have no probability of actually getting it, like I'm sending high probability entries. Is what you guys are like, and I could take entries like these all day. Like I go in and out of profit. Like the amount of times I could go through this like 2 times a day on average, where I take a trade, it goes up 200 pips and it comes back. I'm used to that. That's the market with gold, because like I trained you guys earlier on this session with the rejection candles when I was talking about rejection candlesticks. Two weeks ago, it was my stop losses are too small. I should have used bigger stop losses on my trades when we got liquidity grab. So this is the thing, like 2 weeks ago, it was my stop losses are too small. People were saying, like when we got liquidity grabbed here, people are like, it was my stop losses are too small when I was looking for buys there. Now they're too big. And while the market's moving with extreme volatility, the volatility index has spiked up. So like things are at a little bit more abnormal volatility than they were in December, January, November, even compared to like this month, since basically this whole situation. There's probably a setup, but you know, yeah, there's probably a setup loading there. You could see it. So yeah, y'all let me know what you want me to do. If you want me to send 3 signals a day or 3 signals a week, let me know. All right, we'll do it. Let me know. All right, let me know. Y'all let me know if you want 2 to 3 signals a day or just 3 a week. Like let me know. Let me know. Because even the 3 that I sent this week went into profit. Let me know if you still want like three, maybe two trades a day, or 1 trade a day. Or like, y'all let me know. I could send 2 to 3 different signals a day. It doesn't mean they're all gonna go full. I could send you guys 2 to 3 signals a day, where we get confirmations of price entries, whether it's buys or sells. But I've realized most people aren't prepared for that. Because, like, what if I send 2 trades like this that go into profit and then come back down? I could send, like, multiple trades, multiple signals in a day, right? Where there's confirmations, where there's entries. Because if you guys don't think, like, I'm looking at the markets, all, like I could send more than that, but I lose one. Like, I have one bad or a couple bad trades that aren't perfect, and I don't get it. It gets shaky with things. Like, I lose one trade. I don't remember last time I went on a losing streak. Again, like, I'd have to look the last time I lost like 2 signals in a row. Maybe it was in the last couple of weeks, like 2 actual, right, where I didn't lose, and the market was a terrible setup. Like, a losing streak's to me like losing 5 in a row. So, like, I could send 3 different signals a day. There's a signal I've wanted to send this entire session. We'd already be up 100 pips right now if I sent it. Like, there's another signal out. We'd be up 160 to 100 pips right now if I sent it. Like, I don't know if you guys see anytime I pick up my phone, right? There's a trade. There's another signal I could have sent, but I, like, bro, and I'm like, what's the point if people are blowing their accounts on 1 trade? I'm like, frig, man, you're not ready for that next setup. Like, there's literally, like, we could have literally been up. It's up 160 pips right now, 100 to 160 pips right now already on a trade that we could have taken. Same strategy, same approach. Like, we could have taken another trade based on the same reason I took a trade this morning. We'd be up 170 pips right now, 120 to 170 pips right now. We'd be up. Could have took the same trade that I took here. That one again went up 200 pips. Could have took the same confirmation here, and we'd be up 150, 170 pips right now. 100, like, yeah, literally. From there, we'd be up like 120 pips, potentially 180 pips. Literally rejection candles here in this area, rejecting this area completely. Rejection. After a false signal, like, false signals can happen. What you guys haven't realized too is trading is, yes, an easy thing, but social media, all these guys on social media these days have literally made everyone think they make most of their money, like, make trading as easy as it seems. Like, there's people who show they make like 7 figures a day, 7 figures in a week, 7 figures a month trading, and it's like, yeah, like, you know, like, that's not. Most of these guys are not doing 7 figures a month trading. That show they're doing 7 figures a month. A lot of them have already been exposed for it too, and it's just like, the crazy thing about social media nowadays is you can know someone's fake now. Like, we know, like, like all the fake traders on social media that are like 7-figure days, 7-figure weeks, 7-figure months, like $5 million days, $20 million months. And it's like, like, really, you know, like, there's a lot of that, and people still, like, take it from, people don't care nowadays. I don't, like, When I started trading, bro, we would have thrown those people on the streets. Like, they would have been in the Forex police. They would have been gone out of the industry. Like, they wouldn't have survived. Like, fake traders, like, when I started trading, like, they didn't survive. Like, we exposed them all. They got thrown to the streets. Like, fake traders nowadays are just, it's crazy. LARPing. You got all the LARPers out there. But look, like, we could have literally had a trade here, guys. Like, not to get all emotional things, but when you guys hit me up and fucking scream at me about the trades that lose or go into profit and hit take profit one, someone said to me today, your take profit ones aren't enough. Fucking take profit ones are 150 to 200 pips usually. Jeez. like, that's pips. Like, sorry, it's not 500 pips on my take profit one. Sorry, my take profit one's 150 to 200 pips. Like, yeah, I'm getting emotional because what the fuck? I could have made my 5K back, probably, like, most of it back. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything anymore. But look at gold. It's coming back to 5140. Exactly where I called it out. 5140, 5145 area. It wicked down to 5125. Why was I calling out 5145, 5140 area, Evan? That's a random price. No, I was using 5150, guys. Like, obviously. Like, like, the market was below 5150. I was using the strategy, but we were, a little sweep below. We were getting rejection at 5150, right? Bam. Like, I don't know how a trade that like, it went 200 pips in profit. It shouldn't have blown any accounts. Like, it was 200 pips in profit at one point. 195 pips in profit at one point. Like, so, like, look at this is what I mean. Like, this is where we miss simple recoveries, because my brain can't comprehend some things sometimes. That's why, like, I have the chats usually on mute when I'm sending signals, so I don't see what anyone's saying. So, like, if I just see another trade, I just send it out. Usually I just have things muted. Because, like, fuck, like, we'd be up right now 150 to 200 pips on literally our strategy. Our strategy. The same strategy here, right? The same strategy with this trade I took earlier, which wasn't a bad entry. Again, I'm gonna start looking at, like, I'm gonna start, like, documenting, like, other stuff I see online of, like, other foo traders and show you guys, like I'm gonna start paying attention to some other traders, trades they call out. I mean, like, look at this, like, I'm gonna show you guys, like, some bad results out there, bad traders out there. But literally the same strategy, like, our strategy is there. Didn't play out, but look, it comes again. And it's like, that's where we miss recovery. Like, we literally could have had a recovery. There's only been 2 good times to buy gold today, really. It was this green candle, and then after this dumped, this green candle. Same strategy. Just had a nice reaction here. And look, I mean, this reacted. You could have a target all the way here, and it could go 200 pips in profit and then just come all the way back down, and that's it. That could be the entry for that time, and then again it sets up again another time later at a different price, different entry. Maybe it goes for the sell here, but same confirmation, like, rejection candle. That's why, like, I waited 4 hours. Like, you guys don't even know. Like, I waited 4 hours to lose $5,000 today. So it is what it is. I waited for this drop. I waited for it to drop. I was patient. Like, I was patient. Like, I sent it at 11. What time did I send that trade? This is a very controversial trade today. Even though I don't think it was a bad trade, because it shows our strategy still does work. Like, it can get you entries. It can get you confirmations. So I think it was a bad trade. But look at rejection candles. Like, well, at least, like, the strategy is here, guys. Like, it does work. Here right now, it's coming back. I mean, I have, what's a 4 hour? Am I bullish on gold? Did you guys hear what I said not that long ago about the whole freaking? Someone was asking me, why didn't you sell gold? And I was like, well, the war. Like, sorry, I thought freaking the Middle Eastern warrior with the U.S. was breaking out, and sorry, like, because I thought what everyone else thought, and that was the observe the masses, do the opposite way to think. So learn from my mistake too. All right, like, shit. At least I could come on here and freaking be as transparent as possible and not necessarily laugh at my losses, but show you why they happen. And I'm used to, like, being in that situation like thousands of times. Depends on the 4 hour, really. Look at the 4 hour. Might close bullish. Might do like a bullish close. Maybe close bullish on the 4 hour, and then next 4 hour goes up. Depends on the 4 hour. 4 hour. It's in my zone, man. It's in my zone. It's coming back into my zone. Little bugger. I don't know, I had 145, 140 area. Let's start rejecting there. So I got, like, you could say maybe I got faked out. You could look at it anyway. Like, there's different ways to look at it. There's so many perspectives for a trade. This same trade was taken. Like, just think about it. Like, the people who are freaking out, this same trade was taken by hundreds of people. Some people closed profit. Some people hit break even. Some people took a loss. The same trade was taken. 3 different results occurred between different people. That's trading. Like, that's the thing. Like, this trade went in profit. Some people got out at TP1 full. Some people literally took all their profit. Some people just closed and got out. Some people held till it hit stop loss. Some people got in after it hit stop loss and made money. I've seen, like, some people got in after it hit the stop loss and recovered. Some people are in right now. I want you to understand that. The people who are freaking out, some people are in right now because they know this setup. They see the chart because they've been here studying, showing up every day. So it's like, it's going to go back up and it's going to look like, damn, like, fuck. That's why he was looking for buys. It was a little bit early, but there was a recovery setup even too. You could have caught a recovery setup. But it's like this same trade that I took on this candle, this one. Some people hit break even. Some people got small profit. Some people got a small loss. Some people hit a full loss. Some people had a big loss. Some people blew their account. Some people got out with full profit. Like, it's the same trade. Not everyone had the same result. I want you to understand that. This, like, what do you guys see? Like, I'm done telling you guys what I see today. All right, I'm done today. I think I reached my limit today. I'm already as long as you could be on gold. Like, the drawdown I was in a drawdown yesterday, but took an L, made it back. Took an L, made it back. And then today took the L today. Like, fuck. It's like, I took an L on my own. I took an L on my own, made it back, and then took an L today. Shit happens. People be asking me why I be looking for the buys. It's in the war, man. War market. I've been here before, man. I don't know. After 11 years, you've seen some things. You gotta remember that. Like after 11 years, you've trading. You've seen some things. You've had some experiences, right? So you could only imagine the freaking events geopolitically like oh man, over the last damn, like even just the last 4 or 5 years since COVID. The amount of like friggin' geopolitical concerns I've seen that affected the market that I've been like after 11 years you see a lot of stuff, right? And this is just like part of it. But let's see, like gold. Hey, I hate to sound like the bad guy here, but I'm a tough coach. Watch all these, like there's a lot to learn here. All right, I want you guys to know that there's a lot to learn here. There's a lot to learn here. Um, I got another this is a top wick maybe, like I had that top wick here, yeah, like it rejected, like I saw confirmation. Next confirmation would have literally been here. Some people are in this trade. Some people are in a trade here because they know literally how I would, like some of you guys know literally how I would have behaved in this situation. Like I know some of you guys are in this trade. Because not only how I would have behaved, but what you can see, like based on the market, everything I've taught you guys, like the fucking hours I explained the liquidations I went through last week, but then it recovered. This trade, and it made the move after, right? And then the week before that, there was trades like that too, like that I got in, and it like right here, I was taking literally buys here. It was fucking annoying, right? Like there were just times I was taking buys at the right spots, but it was like I explained all those experiences. Like the last couple of weeks, I've explained some real raw experiences, not hiding anything, right? Where's that one? Oh, here's another one right here. We were in buys here. Oh my goodness. I was literally taking a buy on, see that red candle? Right? Literally was taking a buy in here. And it was great. It was a great buy. It went up and then boom, this came down. I swear it stopped us out. And then it went right back up. So it's like these situations I've been dealing with. I'm positioning myself where usually manipulation is occurring before the move too. Like I'm literally getting in like buys here. And going, it's going against me, then making the move. Or this one was freaking brutal. This one was brutal. Like, it was entry in this zone, in this area, and it went up. And then this thing just came right down. It was messy. This one was brutal. So yeah, like I as a trader, I've been dealing with that. It's like, they know where I'm taking my trades or something, man. They know, they're onto me. I'm telling you, man. Like every time I take a setup, it's either the market goes for a liquidity grab and then makes the move, or I'm like a little bit early. Or the confirmation's there. We get a trade like this. Do I want to? I don't know. It's already moved. We could have been up. Look, we could have been up 200 pips right now. Easily, we could have been up 200 pips. Could have been up 200 Ps right now. Based on our strategy. Again, what, like 51.25. 51.25, right? 51.25, that's a quarter level. Then it was like 5,200. Perfect sells at 5,200. Now you would have had to be freaking awake at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7. You would be awake then. But look at like 75. Was 75 perfect? No. What if you're like, it was all right the first time here. But what if you're taking sells at like 75, like here? Imagine you're taking sells at 51.75 right here. And that, you have it went down what, $28, and then it went up. One thing to understand is like about price, gold, price action. That's not the only entry available. It's not the infinite trade, right? 75 rejected. Next level that rejects is hey man, you can agree, you can disagree, but I said a lot of factual things, man. Like I've been like, bro, like there's people who charge like $10,000. You get, bro, like don't show up 6 to 8 hours a day consistently. Like, like I crashed the other day because I passed out. Like I slept for 12 hours. Everyone was asking where I passed out for 12 hours. I was tired because I streamed like 5 times in a row on the weekend, and then going into the week, I just like crashed, right? Like I don't know another mentor out there, coach, who's like putting in daily like effort to help you guys learn more, even from my mistakes, my early everything I do, right? And we got a lot coming too. So like, there's people out there who charge 3, 4, 5 times the price that I charge that don't even have the value or info we have in here, and even what's coming. I'm telling you. Even if like think about it, like there's always another entry potentially. Like you imagine you were selling here, like look at 5,200. Next kind of like maybe signs of sells, rejection, 5,200 whole number. So think about my experience today. Like we could have literally, like my experience today, 51.50. Now I didn't buy at 51.50. It was 51.45, 51.40 in here. But I was still like kind of like considering like that 51.50 because I could see like rejection happening around it. So like even for buys, like 51.50, not the best price. Like the wick below, that's when I took the opportunity to be like, okay, I'm gonna get an entry below 51.50, but I think it'll maybe respect 51.50 overall. So what did it do? It like broke, retested, went down. And then 25, 51.25. So like next price, next level. If I like, I've talked about this a lot. So some of you guys is like, I would say show up on every stream until you really, really learn. Because the people who've like been here and been consistent and don't complain much, they showed up a lot and understand like the different attributes of the market. We talk about it on so many streams. It's like for me, if I hit a stop loss or a trade doesn't work fully, the zone doesn't hold, the price doesn't hold, it could be the price or the analysis I'm seeing. I know based on like my history of trading, back testing, journaling, like usually when I hit a stop loss, let's say, or it gets invalidated, the market doesn't go in my direction. Usually it's like shortly after there's another setup, like, or it could give me another entry, maybe the entry I was more looking for, more so. Like today, another one of those like instances. Like I've journaled my trades, I've looked at the history, the pattern behind it, and yeah, it happens to me. I've learned how to kind of like try to find opportunity in that. Do I take every trade as a recovery? No, there's like most of the time I don't. No, I don't want to say most of the time, but a lot of times I do miss trades that I'm like, damn, I should have done it. But it's just because trying to be disciplined and not over trade. Like there'll be a lot of times, like just now, like I could have called out another signal at 51.25. I mean, right there, that's a $15 stop loss. that if you entered the market when it hit 15.25, you would have got stopped out with a $15 stop loss. Like I said, $10 to $20 is pretty good right now in terms of like movement and the way the market's moved, the volatility it has. A little bit below the wick, but same confirmation though. Rejection, price. Could have gotten this shortly after. And like I've studied a pattern with even my trades that lose or go against me or invalidate stop loss, you know. I don't want to there's a lot of trades I missed because I'll hesitate and I don't want to overtrade for the day, for the session. This just spike up too. Maybe the 4 hour flips, but probably gonna wrap it up for a bit here. We've been on for like 3 hours, talked about a lot of things. Gonna jump on later tonight if you're inside the inner circle. Gonna jump on in like 3 hours from now, kind of around like Sydney Tokyo session, when like Sydney Tokyo session gets going. So like 3-4 hours from now, going to jump back on. Around like Sydney Tokyo hour, 18:19 hour, 18:19. I'll be on at 18:19. I'll be on at 19. I'll be on at 19. 19. All right. I'm gonna start saying that like that. Military time. Okay. We'll be on at 19 or like right around 19. That time. That's 7:00 p.m. New York time. We'll be interested in seeing how gold looks on the 4 hour. Maybe how it flips on the 4 hour. Yeah, it did break that. Whoa. 4 hour could be a good time frame to watch, but I'm going to wrap it up. Got a lot of stuff I'm going to go over later as well. We've been on for like 3 hours now, so I'm going to wrap this session up for the day. That's it for me. If you're inside the inner circle, tune in tonight. We're going to be going over a lot of information tonight, so tune into tonight's session if you're inside the inner circle. Try to watch the recording, at least like maybe the first hour of the recording. It might be like a 2 hour. It's probably going to be like a 2 hour session tonight. We're just on for like 3 hours now. Tonight will probably be like a 2 hour stream. Yeah, probably like 2 hours. So tune in if you can tonight. I'm going to be back on in 3 hours from now inside the inner circle. If you're inside the inner circle,